morning, friends, and welcome to day 18 of 30 Inks in 30 Days. Today's ink is Mars Attacks, and I have it in my Sailor Pro Gear Slim Snow Camellia. This has a medium fine nib. Well, that went everywhere. So as I talked about yesterday a bit, Mars has long figured in our imaginations and popular culture. And in Camille Flammarion's 1892 work La planète Mars et ses conditions d'habitabilité, he wrote about how the Martian canals, or the Martian channels, more accurately translated, appeared to resemble man-made canals, and how an intelligent Martian race could use them to redistribute water across a dying planet. So he advocated for their existence and suggested they may be more advanced than humans. So you can really see how this would take off and fascinate people. Wikipedia actually has a really good article on Mars in fiction, which you should definitely check out. I have linked it below with all of my other resources as well. And I read a lot of Ray Bradbury growing up, and he was writing and being published, well before the Mariner missions. So I'm really curious about whether or not he believed or thought that maybe Mars might still have some water or vegetation or even life, since, that wasn't completely disproved until the 60s. So I'll have to follow up on that, because that would be really interesting to me. That didn't seem to go very well. And you can see on this label how this ink specifically references H.G. Wells' War of the Worlds from 1898. It's got the little Martian vehicle on it. Well, they were very big in the books, but on the label it's little. And when they broadcast the radio play here in the United States, people really thought that Martians were invading. It's incredible. And I know I've listened to that original radio play on YouTube. I'll have to see if I can find it, and I'll link it. And then, was it last year or the year before? I can't remember. Time has no meaning, and the Pandora has really messed up my sense of when things happened. But I actually went and saw a stage version of it here in town, and it was really, really a lot of fun. And then when I got this ink out at first and read Mars Attacks, my first thought was of the 1996 Tim Burton comedy invasion sci-fi movie, which was actually based on a 1962 trading card game by Topps. So, fun facts. But yeah, if you get a chance, I would check out the article on Wikipedia I have linked below about Mars in fiction. It's a really, really interesting topic if you are interested in that. Yet across the gulf of space, minds that are to our minds as ours are to those beasts that perish, intellects vast and cool and unsympathetic, regarded this earth with envious eyes, and slowly and surely drew their plans against us. H.G. Wells' War of the Worlds, 1898. This is a very nice, pretty, pinky red. It has a little bit of sheen there up in the thicker spots and some nice shading in the writing. It doesn't particularly thrill me, just as these pinky reds aren't usually my color, or the color that I gravitate towards. It reminds me a bit of Conjecture and even maybe a little bit lights on series, but it's deeper towards conjecture, and it also has some of that sheen that shows up a bit, but a nice ink, and it comes out of the nib nicely, so I'll use up my fill in this and enjoy it, but it's probably not one that I will add to my list. But it is very readable, so I like that about it. The terrible paper of the swatch card really doesn't show anything up, but it does get some shading. And then the chromatography, it went really, really light, so it kind of looked like it was washing away, but it went up into this kind of orange undertone here before extending up with the more magenta color, so that's kind of neat. And I do like how the splat turned out, even though it kind of got away from me there, and it's everywhere, but that's okay. It's still a very wet, sticky spot right there. I'll probably have to dab that again. That is it for today. Thank you so much for watching as always, and I will see you again tomorrow for day 19. Bye!